we are back! And bakit sumasayaw si Laika? Laika, why are you dancing?
Kasi nag-TikTok ako. Kasi yung susunod na maglalaban, TikToker.
They are back! Ang ating mga undefeated. Hindi lang sa Valorant, pati sa TikTok. Ang ating Bren Esports. Then they're gonna be coming against ang ating Atlas. Both of them, 2-0.
Ooh, sa Group A?
Yeah.
Solid tong dalawang teams. So, napaka-exciting namang panoorin na maglaban tong dalawang to. Pero Archer, ibabalik ko lang dun saglit.
Go.
Aliw na aliw ako dito sa Bren Esports kasi sanay na sanay tayo. Pag inisip mo na pro athlete in esports, isipin mo, nako, siguro ginagawa nito buong araw.
Laro.
Nasa computer lang, naglalaro, focus lang sa laban. Tapos makikita mo, di ba, nakakatuwa silang panoorin, nagti-TikTok lang. So, there is more to life than games nga naman. Pero ngayon, pag-usapan muna natin tong updated scoreboard natin.
Now, Bren holding off that 2-0. Again, Atlas, hindi natin sila napanood to getting that 2-0. But right now, we're gonna be watching them in the 5th game. And they're gonna be fighting for that undefeated slot.
Dito naman susunod sa Group A ang Hashira and ang Samurai. Samantalang dito sa Group B, kaka-witness lang natin ang pagkuha ng isa pang point netong Chimera, which lets them have 2 points in total. Samantalang itong AG Nefarious and Anbu Elite Gaming tied sila with a score of 1. Kasi 1-1 sila sa mga games sila ngayon. So, feeling ko magkaka-tiebreaker talaga tayo mamaya. Mapapanood din natin yan.
Yon. And that's gonna be our group stage updates. And now we're gonna be talking about yung ating Atlas. They getting 2 wins. Hindi lang natin sila napanood, pero behind the scenes, they really went at it. And right now, I'm excited to see what they have. And they're gonna be, again, going against Bren Esports.
Ito kasing Atlas, although hindi pa natin nakakita yung gameplay, kung titingnan natin yung performance sila in the past 2 weeks, malalaman mo talaga na palaban tong team na to. Hindi ka naman naaabot sa top 8 team sa KDR tournament kung wala kang papalag, diba? Pero sa ngayon, dahil napag-usapan na natin yung past 2 weeks, pag-usapan na rin natin yung ating mga sponsors who make the past 2 weeks possible.
And let's thank Globe at Home. With Globe, you're gonna be recreating the world right at your home.
Syempre naman, kasama na rin dyan ang ating official PC partner, Legion Philippines and Intel. Stylish outside, savage inside.
And this is also powered by XSplit.
And brought to you by Valorant PH and Valorant Rising. Alam mo, hindi ako nagsasawang pasalamatan yung mga sponsors natin kasi ang ganda ng experience ko dito sa KDR. Ang ganda ng mga games na napanood natin. Esports, guys, napakaganda. Sabi ko kayo na beautiful esports. And of course, dahil din sa sponsors natin, meron din tayong giveaways.
Yes, at may mga nanalo na tayo ng 3 months na 5 tao, guys. 5 tao ang nanalo ng 3 months ng XSplit. And ito na sila. Let's congratulate Richard Dizon and Gian Sembrano.
Congratulations as well to James Manalo, Zoe De Vera, and Wenderlyn Rodriguez.
Yan. And guys, hindi pa yan yung tapos. Meron pa tayong mouse, meron pa tayong keyboard, and meron pa tayong Gcash. Kaya guys, sa mga nanalo dyan, congratulations.
At sa mga hindi pa nanalo dyan, huwag kayong mawalan ng pag-asa kasi meron pa tayong prizes dito.
Yan.
Na natitira. Ayan. Kaya chat lang kayo ng chat. Show some love for all of the teams competing out here, and of course use our official hashtag #StepUpYourGame as well as the other hashtags of our sponsors down below.
Yan. And let's not wait any longer, no?
Ito
na yung map natin,
na-reveal
map
na
bands.
yung mga map bands natin. So for Atlas, binan nila yung bind.
And for Bren naman, again, they have banned Haven.
So we are left with Split. Very interesting tong Split, no? Kanina napanood natin naglaban dito yung Bren Esports. And ang ganda nung approach nila nung attacker side. Ito kasing Split, alam naman natin.
Defending.
Oo, di ba? Medyo
defend
mahirap
dito
magkaroon ng pasok dito if you're an attacker. So, very interesting map. Makikita natin talaga yung iba-ibang strategies ng mga teams natin dito.
Yes. And again, laging on the line yung undefeated streak ng ating Bren. Kaya, let's see if the Atlas can match up to their strength sa ating game number 5 for today. So, again, walang na natin pahintayin, no? Let's pass it to
Let's vote in. Alam ko yung sasabihin. Ready na ako makipag-vote in kay Daks saka kay Vyminal eh. Okay, eto na. Ako na magsasabi.
Go.
Daks and Vyminal, let's vote in.
Thank you so much for
no,
that.
no, we're gonna
very
be a
good
big. No, we're
segue.
being a big robot now. We're gonna make a big robot outside. That's how we do it. Siyempre kasi yung dalawa host natin, dalawa tayong caster, kulang tayo isa pa. Kung sino kaya yung missing piece natin. But hey, we are back, ladies and gentlemen, and honestly, this is the matchup I have been personally anticipating.
Ako rin, Daks.
Sige, ikaw nga muna.
Hindi, kasi I don't know. There's just so much so much at stake here, right? We got a new contender that's been a bit of a sleeper throughout this whole KDR tournament series, right? And every time we have a new face, there's a new possibility of dethroning, the kings of Valorant PH.
That's true. And this new face has made the biggest splash from all. Atlas Esports. Man, these guys all the way hitting down from the south, doing all they can and more, veterans of the tactical shooter scene. And all I gotta say from them is I've been impressed. Nakita natin sila nung ibang weeks nung KDR tournament series. Actually, no Sweaty Nights nga recently nung Thursday. Muntik na sila manalo ng AGN na 4v5 setup. So it really goes to show this team is here to play, and this team is here to really put up a reckoning against many other teams so far. Kasi when you look at the Group 1 score so far, ang Atlas nanalo sa Hashira 13-9. Tapos nanalo sila sa Samurais 13-3. Doon pa lang. Unang game pa lang, alam mo na that this team is no joke. And we're getting split right now, which is going to be an interesting test because I haven't really seen Atlas play this map as of yet. Bren Esports in the meantime, alam naman natin na may pocket shots sila dito.
Yeah, they're very, very comfortable when it comes to split. But for Atlas, we're going to be taking a look at their agent picks right now. Bri will be on that jet.
And we got Yoshi on that race. Dre actually gonna be whipping out the stage.
Okay,
and Atlas. Oh, it's Tim on the Killjoy. Now, ang kwento talaga ng Atlas is Clyde does go for the Omen. Tim is a longtime player of the Atlas banner. He's been the leader for many, many different iterations of Atlas.
Right.
Seems like though he's gonna go for the Killjoy. And what do you think of this roster, Vim?
I mean, this is very, very similar to what Bren is used to playing. However, wala silang breach. He had a double duelist lineup. Pero, I mean, if they're especially on the attack phase, it's gonna be really hard to defend against 2 agents or 3 agents rather. They can basically jump over tripwires and whatever, just basically vault in to side. So yeah, I'm really pushing that.
You actually pushed it that way, didn't you? But here we are. Bren Esports going to be pushing pretty much the roster that they've been running so far. Yet again, Vash is, of course, on the stage. You can accept Borkum on the breach.
Yeah.
Dispenser is going to be probably on the Killjoy. There you go. Ching will be looking to play the smoke, and the Omen is there. And Dubstep should be playing that Raze, unless he says, oh, you na tayo, though. Nah, it's Raze.
He's playing Raze. Okay. This has been a tried and tested formula for Bren Esports. So I'm not surprised for them to be picking them out here. Pero are we going to see another breach difference here? Borkum on that breach just absolutely devastating. And, this could be sort of a difference maker here.
Yeah, it really is. And it's interesting because there is going to be that breach difference yet again. Pero mukhang Bren Esports ang unang magde-defend dito. In the meantime, we got Atlas Esports on the attack. This is not a battle for playoff spots anymore, Vim. It's a battle for playoff seeding. Kasi ang manalo dito, ang ating first seed, ang matalo dito, ang ating second seed. No need to do any extra math kasi 0-2 ang dalawang other teams natin. They're mathematically eliminated. So, big shoutouts na lang sa Hashira at Samurais for participating in the group stage itself. But it's up to Bren and Atlas to prove who is superior in this map.
Yep. Regardless, though, this game is going to be a statement to the rest of the teams. If Atlas can provide a an upset here or perhaps a very good showing, then it's going to be a statement to the rest of the teams.
Yeah, Atlas still going to be pushing into the middle itself. We got Dispenser going to get that first kill onto Dre already. And Bren Esports looking to hold on to the sites themselves. Look at that turret placement right now, keeping an eye out on from the high ground. And basically, Bren is just going for chokes as much as possible.
It's like both teams are pretty spread far apart from each other here. Bri taking down Dubstep.
And Jesse Vash hiding underneath right now. 4v4 setup as of the moment. And here we go with Jesse Vash actually dueling against the Killjoy there. But Tim will show us how it's done. He has 2 M's in his name for no good reason right there. But to just get those takedowns. Ching, though, in the meantime, with the kill onto Yoshi instead. And Bren Esports in a 3v3 slate, using utility to try and slow down whatever Atlas wants to do.
Yep. So far, very, very close. The first round here. Playing it very, very slow. Chingdo, I'm going to be on that high ground with 10 HP. Clyde will be taking out Ching.
Yeah, Clyde gonna get on the board, but here we go with Atlas planting that spike down. But here comes the setup from the breach, and Dispenser gonna be working together with Borkum to make this push happen. Brian now gonna get caught on that. Turret now for the peak as well to help cover that flank. At alam natin talaga ang lakas ng turret dito
There's
sa
not
first
much you
round.
can do there.
And it's not just 2v1, it's 3v1 because that turret is a whole new agent waiting to happen.
Absolutely.
There you go, guys. We are back in action, and Bren Esports will take that first round there. Good slow play here from the side of Bren, systematically cutting down Atlas there. And interesting yung Atlas, di ba nag-rotate pa sila kahit pwede na sila dumetsyo sa side.
Parang, I guess parang nagbabasahan sila at this point in time.
Placing alarm bot.
And this is a matchup that I gotta say is really, really worth the wait, guys. Kasi we have a new face in the scene in Atlas. They are basically late adopters in the first place in Valorant. Kasi syempre, Bren Esports, parang ang tagal na nila na nandito. Umpisa pa lang, they started things off strong with close beta, and they have really proven to be the best team in the PH scene so far. But here we go again. Yoshi gonna be looking to charge up in the middle here and now. Atlas trying to play aggro with mid control, but Bren is happy to play either the flank and the tower setup. And here comes the Raze pushing from behind. Dubstep though has to be careful, and he's zoning with the paint shells, but the counter paint shells is there. Bri will get that kill. Dubstep though on the board. Dispenser keeping an eye out for V2 biglaan dito.
Yep, and that was just really quick trades all around. Just Dubstep and Dispenser putting in the work. Those D&D connection happening right there.
And Jesse Fash playing in the vents as of yet, and this is just going to be Bren Esports looking to hold this angle and say that, hey, we have gun advantage, we can just through the bullets, and Yoshi going to be able to get the tap onto Vash instead. Gotta say though, Atlas already putting in the work against Bren Esports, and Bren has to figure out how to do this and more.
Looks like, we'll be finding out shortly coming into the full Barons here, but Bri, 3 HP, getting a lot of damage off of that nano swarm right there. Yoshi not looking too good as well with 19
30
HP
seconds
on
left.
Yeah, Yoshi gonna be going over to A site alongside the Jet, but try making some noise, and Dispenser is there to keep an eye out and get that takedown. Paranoid though is avoided, but it doesn't matter because the singularity will suck in the Raze, and that's 4 in a row there for Dispenser to allow Bren the 2-0 lead.
So, especially sa split, no? Parang very strong start ng Bren. In other maps, maybe they're off to a slow start, but definitely not in a map like Split. Historically, they've won a lot of pistol rounds and post-pistol rounds here in Split. So,
Gotta say though, for Team Atlas, they are a team that refuses to lose as much as possible. So tingnan natin kung kaya na makahabol dito sa third round because they are gonna have the rifles in hand. And from what I've seen from Atlas, they get even stronger when they have the full buys ready to go. Bren Esports though, that's a team that can pretty much work with whatever they have, and they can try and turn around a single round if ever need be.
looks like they are going for a default positioning here. Bri gonna be looking real sly over there in garage.
And this time, though, we are going to be having Bren Esports looking to try and rotate over to B side. Slower play right now from both, though. And Atlas is saying, hey, you want to play back into some old school play? Might as well try to do it. But Bren Esports, look at their pedigree. You already know that they can handle that kind of pace.
Yep. And just taking a look at their positioning here, Atlas is not afraid to take a lot of map real estate. Even in, matched up against an opponent like Bren. So that's always very, very impressive to see.
And we got Housing Empire right there, but Borkum hiding in B-back, and surprise, Bri gonna get blown up there. Killjoy ultimate though online, and you can see Dispenser is really the type to just go for the bait and switch. Quick little shot there onto Dre. Tim will go down as well, and Dubstep wraps it up with a takedown onto Collided. Bren Esports right now saying, hi Atlas Esports, welcome to Valorant, and welcome to Split.
To the Valorant PH circuit. I mean, Atlas is a very new face to this local circuit, but they've been very, very impressive so far.
It has been. They have made a big splash in the scene just from the get-go. And the fact that they are in our playoffs tomorrow already is a big thing. Beating the likes out of what? Hashira and Samurais?
Right.
That is no joke whatsoever. But you know what isn't a joke as well? Is to play against Bren. And you already know that 3-0 has made a difference. But hey, it's time for Sheriffs, and we'll see if this can be one taps here for the side of Atlas.
Might be in order there. Bri taking down Shane with a nasty one tap. make that Jesse Vash as well on that Blade Storm.
Yeah, Bri gonna be able to make it happen with the Blade Storm itself, and Atlas doesn't care if they only have the Sheriffs because still they can get those takedowns. Yoshi even using the mobility to get up top here by the platform himself, and Dispenser gonna be swinging to get two instead. Well played here by Bren Esports, capitalizing on the fact that they will be looking to try and go for the post-plant situation, and Atlas holding on to the site itself.
Just goes to show that it doesn't really matter what agent you play. You can frag out using whatever, even a Sentinel. Dubstep and Dispenser, this dynamic duo, just making it happen for Bren.
Yeah, Dubstep's gonna be making it happen, as you say. That is gonna be a defuse in order, and Bren Esports yet again from the high ground drops on down to low. Every single time they are able to play from the tower, you already know that you are in trouble.
There you go. Look at that, Bren Dispenser 9-0. This is
He's doing it again.
He's doing it again. This guy's on fire right
Kanina,
now.
hindi siya namamatay against Team Hashira nung first few rounds. It's the same thing again. And kita talaga natin dito kay Dispenser. He just knows the right angles at the right time on this map. His lockdowns have been impressive because it really feels like it's such a do or die situation every single time.
Right. I mean, what's going on? It feels like he just got even stronger during our tournament break this past week. This is really, really incredible to see.
You can't go wrong with seeing this kind of power. And here we go now with the round starting off strong for both Tim and Jesse Vash, because we see one pick off each. But in a case like this has to be Bren backing on back to the site itself. Flash right now to stop the push. There we go with a Pain Shells though immediately. And Bren Esports right now trying to figure something out with a Rolling Thunder. Immediately gonna be able to bounce onto the Jet. Takes down Bri. Can't even get a scope in on the Operator. Here comes Glider though with a kill onto Dispenser. And it seems like Team Atlas is stuck on the high ground here.
It's like it's going to be a 3v1 Clyde with only 32 HP left. He's going to go for the save, definitely.
And it's time to get the hell out of there, but the fault line will be able to connect accordingly. Now, Atlas, as of the moment, losing out yet again in terms of the round. But they have shown a few strengths here and there, especially on the eco state. If only they can capitalize a little bit longer and stop Bren Esports. But it feels like for Bren that they say, hey, this is feeling nostalgic and we're doing really well because of it.
Yeah, they definitely know what they're up to. And again, really good point you made right there.
30 seconds left.
There's a few glimmers of hope right there with Bri getting a few early picks for Atlas. They weren't able to capitalize on it.
The thing about it also is Bren Esports has been looking basically unstoppable with the people they have left. The D&D connection doing the work, Jesse Vash with the flanks, and basically right now the
10
breach
seconds
difference
left.
is in order. This is such a breach map here, Mr. Vim, and Bren is utilizing that to the best degree.
I was actually very surprised that Atlas didn't pick up breach right there. Might actually got from the turret, almost did. 16 HP left.
Yeah, hey, Clyde at least killing the turret, but Bren Esports right now showing how it's done. Hey, it's a rabbit. They're basically showing it how it's done with the Killjoy, and we're seeing that very, very popular in the KDR tournament series here in the PH scene. Killjoy apparently a duelist in a way, right?
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's definitely an agent you can afford to be offensive with, because you do have those traps and of course the turret to guard your flank. So
you can just leave it behind. Also, Alarm Bot plus turret can't pack a punch, and you already know if you can drop down those nano swarms as someone is planting, it's gonna be a very, very, very hell situation for them in the first place. So Atlas again gonna be going for the Sheriff round. Right now though, Bren Esports is just basically being the Killjoy truly to this matchup. But as I say that, Dubstep though gonna get tapped down there by Bri. You can really see here for Team Atlas, there are so many situations for them that they can get these pickoffs, but it's just not capitalizing into win. Might be here and now to be the possibility, as Dre even with a kill onto Dispenser, and Atlas backing on away from the Detain.
they've been very consistent with those Sheriff rounds, I gotta say.
No stopping with the pops, but here comes Bren actually getting one back. And goodbye to Tim's. Something to take note though is Dre is ready with the Resurrection. And we haven't seen too much res battles here between Sages so far. It's usually only one side with the Sage. This time though, it's all about corpse control. And seems like a wall might be in order here for Dre. Does he actually hop on top? Jesse Vash though in the meantime moving over to the vents. But as we say that, Borkum cleaning up Bri as B-side being taken here by Atlas. And Vash even winning out against the Sage.
This is what Borkum does best. He just goes behind and then flanks the enemies, catches them off guard time and time again. Yoshido takes down Jesse Vash.
30 seconds left.
Maybe a 2v2 situation here.
Yeah, they're trying to plan on the default, but Borkum using the opportunity given by the Omen Ching right now. In the meantime, looking for the flank. plant is gonna get basically baited out there, but Ching will do it and make a curve to say that this
is
is the
drawing
curve.
something,
No,
yeah.
this is the curve that Atlas has to deal with right now. And Bren Esports 6-0. This is what's scary about them because they're on the defense and they're saying this is how you play defense, man.
Yeah, you gotta run away with it on defense because you're playing defense on split, and it's exactly what they're doing. Now gonna be dubstep on that operator. A scary sight to see. You don't want to give that man an operator, man.
Never, never, never. He is the op god for a reason, and right now he's gonna be trying to do it with the op here and now. Ching though, looking for the paranoia play. Does he actually get any aggro there done? Seems like it's not the case. Bren Esports though feeling very confident, and both sides of the map, they go for the aggro initiation.
Looks like he will get a pick here. Dubstep taking out Clyde. Ganda ng ginagawa ni Borkum dun sa ano niya, sa mga fault line.
Yeah, it's perfectly placed. He knows exactly where to do it. But here comes Team Atlas going for the lockdown. And Dubstep just says, hey, you rest my kill? Might as well kill you instead. Easy takedown there for Dubstep. Bren Esports right now backing on away. Should allow Atlas to actually get on site here and now. But that's going to be a quick little showstopper onto Borkum there. Yoshi with that kill. Counter showstopper? Does it actually do anything here for the side of Bren Esports? Seems like it's not the case. Only some damage. But a default plant in order. And Bren gonna be looking to play the post plant with the nano swarms being thrown down.
Looks like Dispenser. It's gonna be up to Dispenser to
Good zone,
try
actually.
and zone them in. So he probably knows exactly where they are right now.
Paranoia thrown, and that does just expose his position. Dispenser, Ching, Jesse, Vash, one apiece here for the side of Bren. Dispenser with another kill and 5 HP. I like that Nano Swarm because Bry had to hop up on top,
Yeah.
and that gave space for the garage push to happen. So from 6-0 to 7-0, Bren Esports, this is a team
Incredible.
really showing no mercy to any newcomer.
I mean, this is a statement to the rest of the teams that, Atlas looking like the strongest team so far in terms of score differential, but Bren is just, they're here to play and they're undefeated for a reason.
Yeah, I have a lot of good things to say about Atlas. They always have this sheer firepower in them.
Right.
But it's just such a different kind of task to play against Bren. You can beat so many other teams.
Especially if you never faced against Bren.
And then
before.
suddenly here's Bren. This is not just a raid boss. This is the post game level
Yeah.
100 plus.
It's like the secret boss after
exactly.
endgame.
Exactly. So it really feels that for Bren Esports right now, they're giving Atlas a show and a ride. And if Atlas can actually get around here and there, this might be good for their confidence. But this is
Oh, yeah.
Ching just destroying that immediately with 2 kills there. Atlas, though, in the meantime, catching out Dispenser along the way. Wall gonna get broken up as well. But this ramps hold here from Ching is looking very, very successful. And Bry gonna get taken down 3 in a row here for the side of Bren.
Just an absolute show of force here.
That's that Ching with 4. And gotta say, Mr. Vim, have you ever played against the Bren stack before?
Yes.
Okay, so tell me
I've
about
played
it.
against 5,
Yeah.
not the Brent
Yeah,
stack
I mean,
per
yeah,
se.
just tell me about it.
It
Experience.
was, pretty much at the beginning of the round, we got a few picks here and there over on pistol, and we won like a couple of pistol rounds. So we were like, okay, let's do this. We're in it. And then we never won a round after that. And it was actually super, super intimidating, right? Coming against a team with that sort of pedigree. Teams with players you idolize, right?
Yeah.
And it does a different thing to your psyche.
Indeed, and it has to be a feeling right now for Team Atlas that even though that they know that this is a competition, that they know that these players are just someone they have to beat, it's still a little bit different against Bren. This is just a different experience completely from what we've seen from Atlas, because Atlas has been shown to be fighting anyone in the scene. Then suddenly we see an 8-0 scoreline. That's not because Atlas is a bad team, not whatsoever. It is just because it's such a different experience when you fight against Bren.
Right.
And for the first time that they're doing this right now, you already know that they are in for trouble. But Ray catching out Bash at the very least, denying the resurrection from this round. And Atlas looking to play rotate. We saw this on the first few rounds. They like to rotate even though they can go straight to a site. And they're doing it right now to try and bait out movement here from Bren.
And whatever Bren is doing right now, it's been working out really well for them. Shing gets another pick onto Clyde. It seems like Atlas is, they're being spread too thin here. It has been working for them. Perhaps they should be playing sort of a buddy system here, going for that split push.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like this is the map for them. I've seen them get some games on Haven, especially.
Haven,
and yeah, it's scary how they play. But right now, here on Split, it's not the same case because Dispenser is a man who's basically Iron Man here. He's saying that I'm going to try to win this game with the least amount of deaths. And right now, he's just doing his all. 3 kills in a row, holding onto the corner. Doesn't even leave it. But Yoshi will get the upshot. 2v1 situation. Borkum with the suppressing fire. And Bren Esports, 9-0. This is looking to be a manhandle waiting to happen. Now, okay, let's go for some playoff implications real quick. Now, if Bren keeps this up and wins this, they are first seed, and Atlas will be second. The lucky thing for Atlas is they don't face it up against Bren no matter what in the playoffs. Because they'll be fighting off possibly the first seed of Group B if this keeps up. So, they can use this for a little bit of reference. They can say that maybe we'll be able to play the semifinals to warm up against Bren again if they want to have that rematch. And as of the moment, it's going to be a good experience for them to learn this map even better. But we are not done yet because Bren will still have to attack. But from history, we have seen them do really good things on the attack.
Really good on the attack, even against a team like Hashira. But again, for Atlas, this is a very good learning experience. And we've seen teams sort of improve overnight when we're coming off to the playoff segment.
Yeah, so Atlas will be looking to figure something out. We've seen this before, especially in a group they set up that if the eventual finalist was completely destroyed by Bren. And Adroit then. So it was interesting. It was like Adroit versus Agent all the way back for this initial format. So nostalgia aside, there we go now with the lockdown. Bren though on the hunt, Dispenser looking to kill that Jet. And that's just going to be goodbye immediately to the corner peak. And look at how Dispenser plays it so safe. He doesn't overcommit. Bri will get caught out there. 4v4 right now. Rotates are in order, but this is going to be Atlas meeting the wall instead.
Looks like... okay, Jesse Vash will be resurrecting Dubstep.
Yeah, 5v4 setup. Borkum going to be holding onto the site itself by the corner right now. And look at the lineup. 1 on a row. Looking for a second. There we go. 3,
oh my gosh!
Oh, it's Dispenser getting that 4th kill. But Bren Esports again with the crossfire. And 10-0. Atlas gonna be having to figure something out just to get around. Lucky for them, map differential doesn't matter anymore because this
they've already put in the work,
this
right?
they put in the work, and right now they are here for basically a show. But this show is going in favor of them right now. Objectively, there's nothing Atlas has been able to do right to finish up a round. What's been going on? Sure, Atlas can get some picks. Sure, Atlas can play slow and play for picks. But one thing that's happening is every single time, Bren has the angle to take them down.
Yeah, it's like they're getting caught off guard time and time again. Just this is what happens when you face Bren for the first time. Essentially, you don't know what you're up against. You don't know what to expect, and they just pull off a shock and awe technique.
Man, this is just shocking and awing in all honesty. I was expecting a closer game, but right now we are not done yet. There's still a second half, and we've seen miracles happen.
Oh yeah, we've seen an 11-1 comeback.
11-1 meet an 11-1,
exactly.
So that can happen, but
we'll see.
But we'll find out because Bren Esports gonna be down a man right now. Atlas has been pretty good at getting these pickoffs, but you already know the results haven't been able to kind of muster themselves.
Yeah, they get 1 or 2 here and there, but that's that.
So instead, paying attention to try and hear any kind of rotations, if ever.
They're slowed down to a halt here.
They do that a lot, and it really goes to show they come in from that kind of experience. Play it slow, just explode at the last moment, bait out utility, but Bren Esports is a team that understands that if you're not pushing, we don't need to use our stuff. Tim, though, with a takedown onto Dispenser there. Showstopper doesn't kill Vash, and this is gonna be easy lineup for Vash! He gets 2, but Clyden will get the refrag on. Dumped up in the meantime, up in the air, busy playing with a trampoline, gets caught out there, and it's now 1v3, but Borkum still has his stuff.
Let's see if Borkum can clutch this out. It's going to be a very tough win condition for him.
Of course, 1v3 setups are no joke. And we already see Atlas hungry for a point. But Borkum not going to see the stage end time. And Atlas
finally, Atlas on the board.
They do it there. Bren Esports a little too eger to go for those kills. We see the raise up in the air just to die. Really good angled over Vash. And that's something Atlas is doing way too much, is lining up
lining up altogether
to die, basically.
Not perhaps checking different angles altogether. And that is very costly against an opponent like Bren. But look at that. Check out the scoreboard. It's just night and day difference here.
Indeed. 8 kills for top frag there for Yoshi. In the meantime, we already see Bren run away with a 10-1 though. Bren Esports last round before they move over to the attack. And maybe Atlas can mount something there, because we look at the roster right now for the side of Atlas. It's pretty much the same thing except the Jet or the Breach. It really goes to show, though, that the Breach difference has been essential here for the side of Bren Esports. The Omen of 1 HP, that is just ridiculous. We see the side of Bren Esports looking to survive in the middle because of that, and Bash whips out the Operator just for good measure.
It's a classic Jesse Bash there.
Are they trading guns by defense? But Borkum even catching out Bri along the way. Borkum now holding close, as well as we did see the paint shells thrown out by Dubstep. And Bren Esports again. The slower rotates here from Atlas goes in favor of Bren so easily because they know exactly where to go on a map like this. And this is really good pacing here from Bren Esports, holding the line when need be.
It's like Dubstep will be jumping onto site right there.
So proactive. That's really the thing I see here from the side of Bren. Look at Dubstep even using the blast back to move over to the side of B. And Borkum will get 3. That's just that. No wasting time. Bren Esports up by 10 as we are swapping to the other side.
Okay, 11-1, Mr. Daks.
Okay.
11 to okay. We've seen miracles happen before.
Wrong map
guys.
though. Wrong map. That's the thing.
Wrong map, but and different teams. But we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, it happens. Things can be a possibility here, but Atlas right now, I really feel that Jetpick doesn't work here too well on split.
On split, really?
Yeah, I mean, you have it right now. You can play the tailwinds, but when you have the breach on the other side, well, it's a bigger thing. Like Jet is a good pick, period.
Right.
It's just you can get kills like crazy. But on a map that's clustered, this close, that's what you have the race for instead, because more often than not, you're not going to be able to get too much value from your mobility.
Because you're always going to be funneled into chokehold, right?
And it's going to get taken down. It's easy to shut down a Jet that isn't able to play 360 motion. But here we go now with Dubstep. Beautiful flights over to the ramps. Dispenser, though, fighting against the turret, puts his own turret. Go, turret, I choose you.
Robot Wars right
Use
here.
Burst Fire. You know, like a Metabots right there. I'm on one of those old animes. But now Jesse Bash going to be able to catch out Clyded. Borkum on the board as well. Bride, though, with an answer back. Paint shells inside the smoke, basically. Goes on through. Yoshi will get 1 and 2. And Atlas timing that well, but Dubstep still alive, making it a 2v2 scenario. Bash now with a duel. Yoshi with that 3rd kill. But this is just 1v1, and one of these raises is not like the other, Vim.
Yep, because of that health difference. 125 HP on the side of Dubstep here.
And one tap, goodbye.
Oh, that's... Yeah. Don't even need a headshot at that point. Because piso na lang yung buhay.
I wanted him to shoot his foot, honestly. We saw it before. I want to see him do it again. But this is match point now for Team Bren. Atlas, welcome to Valorant. And this is going to be a situation where they do have to force things out. But Bren Esports, of course, with gun advantage. What will they play? Should they actually full commit here, Vim? Or
I think, yeah, hell yeah, dude. Full commit. Because they do know that Atlas is going to force. They might as well buy up all the way and secure the match.
Yeah, let's see if Atlas can actually get around back here on their defense. We haven't seen too much from the strategies on split because it's just been failing every single time. So at the very least, Atlas can withhold whatever kind of setup they want to do into the near future for tomorrow. But this is now Yoshi playing up on Heaven, backs on the way. Seems like, though, it's going to be a pretty close angle here for our Killjoy on the other side. Dubstep looking around, and surprised by the turret itself. Dre will get a tap from the side.
It's like they are playing a bit slow, though. Jesse Bash might be looking to secure a site. Looks like a B fake was in order there, but Atlas was already anticipating that. They're mostly rotating behind the CT right now.
And this here is Borkum getting that kill, but Clyded eventually gets the takedown onto the breach. Still, Jesse Bash looking around, wanting to play in the tower, sees the Killjoy there. Tim will hold the line, will survive with a sliver of HP. But still, Bren Esports buying time, buying space. And look at this, an exodus over to B side.
Yeah, this is something, it just goes to show how unpredictable they are. You know, I thought they were going for A execute, and now they went to B, and now they're going to CT to B, maybe.
Kahit saan, kahit kailan, patayin mo na lang sila, sabi ng Bren. And there you go. Tim will go down. Yoshi, though, with the stinger. Ching gonna be looking to hold on to spawn itself. And goodbye to the Omen, but Bri is there at Atlas. Ayaw magpatalo. Good shutdown there. And I wouldn't be surprised to see Bren save this round to secure the game into the next one, if ever.
Now, here's the thing. Atlas really paid off their investment right there. And looks like Bren is not going to take any more chances here. They're going to be going... Oh, wait. They're actually forcing. Okay.
Okay, so Bren Esports says we'll try it again. We'll do it in style.
They can afford to lose rounds.
And they
again.
can afford to lose rounds. And the thing is, map differential doesn't matter at all anymore because it really is tempo 2-0. So whoever wins, wins. Whoever loses is second seed. That is going to be that. So basically, we have 3 of our playoff slots already confirmed. It's
Right.
Bren, Atlas, and Kimura. Because after this game, we'll be broadcasting the tiebreaker between Anbu as well as AG Nefarious. But
Yes,
Bri,
sir.
backing on away, has the Marshall in hand. Screen's gonna be his place, but dubstep
beautiful
with a
shot.
beautiful shot indeed. Crispy, juicy, and absolutely tasty there. But Atlas right now with 2 kills. Bren Esports now skirmishing onto the
my
site
gosh.
itself. Up in the air, and he goes down! Tim right now gonna get the takedown, but it's Ching on the board. And now 1v1. We've seen Bren do this before. Can they play it clutch again? Ching looking for the ding, but no,
so
Dre
close.
will say that, hey, I ain't dying here. Atlas will survive a little bit more there.
And yeah, I mean, it was a very, very ballsy play for Bren to go for that force and basically vault in onto A site right there. But now Bri will be on that operator. It's like Bren will still be going on that broken by.
At least we see Atlas, though, putting the duelists on the right people. They are top frag no matter what. They're getting the kills that they need. And at the same time, we got Yoshi doing a really good job at playing that raise against whatever Dubstep's trying to do. But Bren Esports now looking for the setup. And this is perfect because this fault line is huge. I believe it concusses the jet there. I'm just not too sure. We'll see the peak. And oh, Bri gonna be able to get back into scope in time. But Ching with a refrag on. Dre on top of the wall. But Borkum is there again. And Bren Esports always with an answer no matter what.
I mean, boosting on top of the wall rarely works, but I'm glad it worked for him. Very cheeky angle for Bri to peek off of that box with an operator like that. You don't typically see that quite a bit.
Even though Bren got the answers, Atlas still with the advantage. They have that showstopper. And as of yet, they have the position to hold on to the site itself. Waldo from Vash onto the garage.
He's gonna go
Secures
in that
the
res.
all points. And yeah, exactly. Resurrection will be in order. So if Bren Esports wants to have the advantage, they need to take control of both the male side as well as the vent side.
Now, who will he be resurrecting here?
Oh, it's probably whoever's tapping him on the shoulder.
Yeah.
They're probably all together, like, res me, res me, res me, res me, res me. And Dubstep is the one who wins the tap game there. So we got Bren Esports right now moving on around again. So they will not have the smokes of Ching here.
30
They will
seconds
have to
left.
rely on basically blowing people up to Kingdom Come. 25 seconds left. And I think they're going to break their own wall to just go on to B side, which Atlas has completely forgotten about.
Yeah. I mean, okay, the wall broke off already.
Fatal mistake here for the side of Team Atlas because Bren Esports is happy to play post plant and is happy to stay on site. Might have been a bit of a lapse of judgment there for Atlas though.
Yeah. To completely neglect the site at this point, knowing knowing that the orb was still there in garage.
Sayang talaga. Like, dapat bandayan mo yan. Pero tingnan natin ngayon kasi this is Atlas right now with a showstopper in hand. Can they get the kill? Holy to the dispenser dun sa bibaba lang talaga. And Yoshi will get that takedown. Trying to fake the defuse though. 3v3 from the garage. Borkum gonna be get felled there. But Dubstep with the flag from the high ground. Jesse Bash now looking for the clutch. 1v1
Might be
scenario.
able to.
And the Omen will fall. Jesse Bash will secure the perfect record there for Bren Esports. And they will take Group A by storm with a 3-0, but congratulations also to Atlas in second place and saying, hey, this is a debut to watch out for.
Again, definitely a very, very strong team. Unfortunately, not being able to step up to show against, the kings of Valorant PH scene, Bren Esports. Just an incredible show of force right there.
That's just that. It's like we see Atlas try to do a few good things here and there. And in terms of their philosophy, seems like they like the slow play, they like the rotates, and they like to just explode whenever.
Yeah, we've seen them play fast against different teams before, but I guess at this point in time, facing a team like Bren, you really have to be careful about your next move and can't afford to make those little mistakes right there.
Yeah, and in terms of comfort, Bren Esports very comfortable on split. Here for Atlas, didn't really seem like the same thing, right?
I mean, we've seen them do incredible things on him. Unfortunately, it is a different map.
Yeah, you have to get company there. But Atlas Esports, some things they did do well was really bring in pain against the other team. Yoshi, especially getting a pretty even scoreline overall, getting the kills that they need. And from what we've seen from Atlas, is they were always actually getting takedowns no matter what.
Right.
They were always finding a way to get the answer against Bren. But Bren just tactically doing the right things there on split. Perfect positions, and we saw that, right? Even when Atlas was playing it slow, Bren anticipating the fast push. We saw there was a round wherein who was that? That was Dubstep.
Right.
Even going for the blast back from Rafters to B Garage just to peek it because they are expecting something to happen. And I think that's a big difference right now between Bren and Atlas. Bren has understood that this is Valorant and they're being so proactive with their abilities.
They understand when to be proactive and when to have that restraint. It seems like they're forcing Atlas to play at their tempo, sort of play to their own game.
Yeah, and Atlas in the meantime, this is a team who has literally just made a big splash here in the KDR tournament series. They're in the money, they've secured a playoff slot, sure, but it's still not done enough for the championship. You can't rely on your past experience to really beat out a team like Bren. And I gotta say though, welcome to Atlas. I've been impressed with them for the past few weeks already, and I really was expecting a lot from this matchup, but it seems like it's not just ready and cooked up yet. Minsan talaga, you have to preheat something muna, tapos mamaya masarap na yung meal na yun, especially kung umabot nga sila sa best of 5 Grand Finals if ever bukas.
And again, this is a very huge learning experience for them. And I'm pretty sure they've been taking down a lot of notes, facing off a team like Bren, and maybe they're going to be better prepared next time.
And I cannot wait for that. But that is Group A, ladies and gentlemen. Bren Esports 3-0 moves on. Atlas Esports 2-1 moves on as well. And good efforts there from Hashira and Samurais for really bringing their all here in the KDR tournament series. But that's that in our first half of the groups.
Absolutely amazing. Now, before we go to our tiebreaker matchup, I'm going to be throwing you to our hosts, Archer and Laika. Back to you guys.
Thank you so much, Daks and Vyminal. And what a game! What a game na pinakita doon ng ating Bren. And that's why they're the top dogs and the undefeated gods. And they just show their dominance sa ating game ng Valorant.
Oo, naman talaga. Tignan mo
Grabe.
naman yung games na yun, yung mga peaks.
Yeah.
Napaka-on point lahat ng aim. Wala talaga akong masabi sa team na to. Pero kudos pa rin sa Atlas. They try their best and
Yes.
napakaganda rin naman ng performance nila. And hindi naman malungkot talaga kasi if we look at our group standings, hindi pa rin naman out of the running
Yes.
itong Atlas na to. Dahil nasa top 3 slot. Tama ba? Top 3?
Yes, nasa top 3. Basta top 2, top 3.
We'll be
There you go.
displaying the scoreboard right now. So, ayan. Hindi pa updated yung ating Bren Esports score. Pero kung i-update yan, makikita natin na
3-0.
Bren 3-0. Sure win naman yun. Tapos, meron tayong Atlas na
2-1.
merong 2-1. And ito namang itong Chimera kanina, 2-0.
Yes.
Yeah, kasi natalo nila yung AG na Farius. Tapos magkakaroon tayo ng tiebreaker in just a bit para malaman kung sino yung makakakuha ng top 4th slot natin. Dahil yung top 4 teams na magtatagumpay ngayong araw ay maglalaban bukas sa ating semi-finals.
Very exciting. Di ba? Very exciting. And lalo na may pa-tiebreaker pa tayo. Kaya meron pa tayong 6 game. Kaya don't go anywhere. And yung maganda din i-point out, yung nabanggit nga din ng ating mga casters, na ating fairly new team trying to get some experience from the undefeated champions. And yung maganda dito, maybe, sabi nga din dito ni Daks, baka onting preheat pa. Maybe they will face each other again sa ating finals. Hindi natin alam what could happen.
Oo naman, maraming ang learning experience. Very unfortunate nga lang ito pang na-broadcast na game nila, yung hindi nila ikapinalo. Pero guys, kahit hindi nyo napanood, may sinasabi talaga na 2-0 pa yung score nila kanina. Sinasabi ko sa inyo, hindi madali yung labanan sa ganitong level.
Yes. Ibang level na talaga to. Lalo na again, multiple teams joined this tournament 2 weeks na nagbakbakan sila para makaabot lang dito sa top 8. And hindi natin
Mismo.
maka-count out talaga ang ating Atlas. We're gonna be seeing them again tomorrow as pasok nga sila sa top 3 teams natin ngayon. So, before we go on to the break, let's thank our sponsors again.
Siyempre naman.
Yes. And we're gonna
Love natin yung mga sponsors natin. So,
Mismo.
a huge shout out and huge thank you to Globe at Home, because with Globe at Home, you can recreate the world at home.
Yeah, and ating official PC partner, which is Legion Philippines and Intel. Stylish outside, savage inside.
Siyempre, powered din tayo by XSplit. Napakalupit ng ating mga instant replays kanina, powered by XSplit.
And this is also brought to you by Valorant PH and Valorant Rising.
Yan. Rising talaga ang Valorant scene natin dito. So, huge shoutouts to Valorant PH and Valorant Rising. Pero sa ngayon, we're gonna go on a quick break. But before we head on off to that, huwag niyong kalimutan mag-join sa ating giveaway.
Oo nga pala,
Giveaway pa tayo. Hinahinaan ko lang yung boses ko kasi sobrang excited ako. Kung pwede lang na kami yung manalo, guys, sinasabi ko sa inyo, sumali na kami dyan.
Yes.
Napakasimple lang na instructions. Use the
Alam ko, ito
official
na.
hashtags. Ayan na yung premyo. Ayan.
Ito na yung sunod,
Ito na,
guys.
kasi
Ito na yung sunod.
syempre, last match of the day, so biggest prizes of the day as well. So
yes.
don't forget to join, guys. We'll see you guys later, and we'll be right back after the break.
Woo!